called forward. And
Official
racing
off time.
for the live streaming on the Boyle Sports app. Beginner's Chase over 2 miles 3 furlongs, 150 yards. Run a Drum is the first to show with Broom Hill for company. Disc Dunk is next with Fancy Foundations towards the inside, and they're being chased by Bread and Butter. Next up to Bale na Blah, whereas Frankie is the early back marker alongside Galrose Jimmy. Heading on now to make their way towards the first of the 3 fences to bring them down to past the stands. Broom Hill will rise in front from Run a Drum. It won't be far away. Disc Dunk and Fancy Foundations were close behind. Whereas Frankie slightly hampering Galrose Jimmy there as they come to race down the hill. On their way towards fences 2 and 3, and it's Broom Hill, this son of Yates, who leads on the inside of Run a Drum, who was third here in a maiden hurdle a couple of runs ago. They're the leading pair. Fancy Foundations is next with Disc Dunk towards the outside, and they're being followed by Bread and Butter with towards the inside Bale na Blah. A little slow in the air there was Bread and Butter, but quickly on towards fence 3, Broom Hill, Run a Drum, being followed by Fancy Foundations, Disc Dunk and Bread and Butter with Bale na Blah next. Towards the outside at the back is Galrose Jimmy, towards the inside is Where's Frankie. Coming up now to past the stands and turn right-handed towards fences 4, 5 and 6. And it is Broom Hill is going to lead them away from Run a Drum in second. In third is Fancy Foundations, who's won 2 of his last 3 starts, makes his chase debut here. And they're being followed back in 4th spot by Disc Dunk towards the outside, who was second at Fairyhouse last time. Behind Star Max, had Ray a time behind. That form has been franked at Punchestown last week as Broom Hill leads out over that one. From Run a Drum in second, Fancy Foundations, Disc Dunk, and then towards the outside, Bale na Blah. Bread and Butter down the inside. 4th in a chase at Cork last time, being followed at the back of the field by Where's Frankie, and last of all is Galrose Jimmy. Now they go on towards fence 6, another plain one, and it's Broom Hill from Run a Drum. Broom Hill and Dylan Maxwell. Run a Drum, the mount of Derek McGrath, being followed towards the inside by Fancy Foundations, bidding to give Jordan Gainford a treble peck slightly after that one. Disc Dunk and Owen Walsh are next. They're being followed by Bread and Butter and Conor Maxwell for the Gavin Cromwell team, bidding for a double. Next up behind this one is Bale na Blah, James O'Sullivan. Whereas Frankie, Luke Dempsey has one behind, and that one is Galrose Jimmy and Shane Fenlon. Right over the far side they go with Broom Hill by 3. 2 in second spot, Run a Drum, and third is Fancy Foundations. Disc Dunk jumps at 4. Bread and Butter is 5, Bale na Blah is 6, whereas Frankie's 7. Last of the 8 is Galrose Jimmy. Continuing across the back straight and on the way now towards fence number 8, Broom Hill still leads. Run a Drum this 3 lengths back in second, and a similar break to Fancy Foundations, who races 3. Disc Dunk is 4 just outside, being followed by Bread and Butter. Bale na Blah, Where's Frankie and Galrose Jimmy heading on the approach now towards fence number 8, and Broom Hill will rise in front from Run a Drum. Fancy Foundations still 3 with Disc Dunk in 4. Just behind them Bread and Butter with Bale na Blah towards the outside. Galrose Jimmy in company at the back with Where's Frankie as they clear that one and race on now towards fences 9 and 10, which come up pretty close together around the 7 furlong point. And Run a Drum now has just about taken over the lead from in second spot. Broom Hill, Fancy Foundations is a little closer in third as they come to the first of the 2 fences coming up along the back. Run a Drum, Broom Hill, Fancy Foundations, Disc Dunk, Bale na Blah, Bread and Butter, Galrose Jimmy, and Where's Frankie. Over this one, Run a Drum led over it from and a mistake at the back, but surviving there was Where's Frankie. But Run a Drum leads Broom Hill. Disc Dunk's getting a little closer behind Fancy Foundations. Bale na Blah tracks the quartet and improving into it Bread and Butter. And a break opens up now to Galrose Jimmy and Where's Frankie on the rising ground, making their way towards the 3rd last fence in the live streaming on the Boyle Sports app Beginner's Chase. And it's Run a Drum and Derek McGrath who lead Fancy Foundations, gone into second for Jordan Gainford. Disc Dunk and Owen Walsh nudged up on the outside as Broom Hill backpedals. Bread and Butter and Conor Maxwell go into 4, and Bale na Blah and James O'Sullivan just behind them. Break to Galrose Jimmy and Where's Frankie at the top of the hill with 3 to jump, and it's Run a Drum who leads with Fancy Foundations and Disc Dunk racing on the outside. Towards the inside, Bread and Butter, Bale na Blah, Broom Hill and Galrose Jimmy as they come down the hill now to make their way on towards the second last. Run a Drum, Fancy Foundations. Outside again is Disc Dunk. They're being chased by Bread and Butter. They've gone away from Bale na Blah, Galrose Jimmy, Where's Frankie and Broom Hill. Levelling off now to make their way towards the second last, and Fancy Foundations running around a little there has the advantage on the inside of Disc Dunk got low. Run a Drum is third, and they're being chased in behind by Bread and Butter as they go towards the final fence. And it's Fancy Foundations who just has the upper hand from Disc Dunk. At the last, Fancy Foundations is over, beginning to quicken away from Disc Dunk. Back in third is Run a Drum, and in fourth is Bread and Butter, but stretching up towards the line. It's going to be a treble for Denise Foster and Jordan Gainford. This one in the colours of Andrew and Gemma Brown. It is Fancy Foundations. He's 3 of his last 4. Back in second is Bread and Butter. In third will go to Disc Dunk. And